of phobias and irrational fears. Part 1 is the previous video. You can find it in the live. This is part 2. So, a continuation of part 1, fear of darkness. Fear of darkness is called as acluophobia. Acluophobia. A C H L U O phobia. So, this is basically where the person is afraid of the dark. The person feels there is danger in the dark, there is danger lurking in darkness. So, that is called as acluophobia. Second is fear of cats. Fear of cats is called as allurophobia. Allurophobia. AILURO phobia. Allurophobia. Also called as gatophobia. GATO. Gatophobia. Also, there is one more word for fear of cats, and that is felinophobia. FELINO. Feline is related to cats, adjective for cats. Felinophobia, gatophobia, GATO. So these kind of people or person, they have had a negative experience with cats. That's why they would be afraid of cats. Next is fear of animals. Animals in general. Zoophobia. ZOO. Zoophobia. That is, it can be fear of dogs, it can be fear of cats, it can be fear of snakes, it can be any animal in general. That is zoophobia. Next is fear of jealousy. Fear of jealousy is called as xylophobia. ZELO. Xylophobia. So, in fear of jealousy, it can be one's own jealousy or it can be fear of others' jealousy. People may be of the person may be afraid of his own jealousy, or the person may be afraid of other people being jealous of him. So it can be either one of the two. Xylophobia. Next is fear of yellow color. Fear of color yellow. That's called as xanthophobia. Xanthophobia. XANTHO. Xanthophobia. Now, we had already discussed this in previous live. Fear of all the colors is called as chromophobia. Fear of particularly yellow color, that's xanthophobia. Next is fear of flying. Fear of flying, it's called as aerophobia. AERO. Aerophobia. Also called as aviophobia. AVIO. Aviophobia. So in this kind of phobias, the person will have a fear of traveling in flights, air travel, flying phobia and all. Fear of flying, fear of traveling in aircraft and all. Next is fear of sharp objects. Fear of sharp objects is aichmophobia. AICHMO. Aichmophobia. That is fear of sharp objects like needles, it can be knife, it can be scissor and all. Next is fear of cats, that is already discussed, ailurophobia, gatophobia, felinophobia. Fear of pain is called as algophobia. Fear of pain is called as algophobia. Algos in Greek refers to pain, that is the physical pain, algophobia, AGLO. Algos in Greek refers to physical pain. Next is fear of great heights. Fear of great heights is called as altophobia. ALTO, altophobia. So that can be fear of tall buildings, it can be fear of bridges, it can be fear of ladder, it can be fear from the topmost staircase. So that's basically fear of great heights, altophobia, ALTO. Next is fear of witches. Witches means ghost, spirits and all. WITCHES. Fear of witches, that is Wiccaphobia. WICCA. Wiccaphobia. It comes from the religion of Wicca. WICCA. Wiccaphobia. So that's basically related or connected to the Halloween festival in US, where the people dress up as monsters, evil spirits, witches and all. Wiccaphobia, WICCA. Next is fear of clothing. Fear of clothing, that is called as vestiphobia, VESTI, vestiphobia. So in this kind of phobia, the person would be afraid of dressing up, the person would be afraid of clothes, he or she would be afraid of fashionable clothes and dresses and all, that is vestiphobia. Next is fear of beautiful women, fear of beautiful ladies, that is venustraphobia. Venustraphobia, VENUSTRA phobia. So Venus, this word is a Latin word. Venus, you know, it's a Roman goddess. So the name Venustraphobia comes from this Latin Roman connection. Venustraphobia. Next is fear of men. Fear of men is called as androphobia. ANDRO. So ANDRO is a Greek word which means men or male. So in this kind of phobia, the person has got a dislike for men or males that results in androphobia. Next is fear of flowers. Fear of flowers, we name it as anthophobia, ANTHO, anthophobia. So in Greek, it comes from the Greek word antho, which means flower. So basically the person might have got this phobia or fear out of the allergy from the flowers. So that is called as anthophobia, ANTHO. Next is fear of people, fear of society, fear of people and fear of society, that is anthropophobia, anthropophobia, ANTHROPO phobia. So in Greek, anthro means human. In Greek, anthro is the Greek word which means human. So basically the person who has got anthropophobia, they are afraid of people standing together. They will be afraid of crowd. They will be afraid of large gatherings and all. That is anthropophobia. The person would be afraid of eye contact with other people. Anthropophobia. Next is fear of spiders. Fear of spiders is called as arachnophobia. Arachnophobia. ARACHNO. Arachnophobia. So, arachno comes from the word arachnids. Arachnid, which means eight-legged creature, that is spiders, it can be mites, mites, it can be scorpions. So the person who is afraid of spiders and scorpions and arachnids, eight-legged creatures, that is arachnophobia. Next is fear of injections and needles. Fear of injections and needles, that is called as trypanophobia. Trypanophobia. Trypano. Trypanophobia. In this kind of phobias, the person is afraid of blood tests, injections, needles, vaccinations and all. The person is afraid of injections and needles. So this phobia is called trypanophobia. Next is fear of small holes. HOLES. Fear of clustered holes. Clustered holes, like you see, have you seen a honeycomb and all? So that is clustered hole, many holes together. So that's called as trypophobia. Trypophobia. Fear of pores, PORES, small holes and all, that is called as trypophobia. TRYPO phobia. Next is fear of the number 13. Fear of the number 13. There is a age-old superstitious belief attached to the number 13, that the number 13 is not good. It will result in some bad omen. So that kind of fear or phobia is called as triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia. TRISKAI Deca, DEKA, phobia. Triskaidekaphobia is the fear attached to the number 13, that the number 13 will result in some bad outcome or bad omen. Fear of surgery. Fear of operations and surgery. That is tomophobia. TOMO. Tomophobia. So that is a fear of medical procedure, operation, surgery, medical process and medical treatment. That is a fear of surgery. TOMO phobia. Fear of deep water, very deep water. It can be sea, it can be ocean, it can be a deep lake. So that kind of a fear is called as thalassophobia. THALASSO. Thalassophobia. Fear of touch. Fear of being touched. If you are afraid that someone will touch you, that is called as aphenphosmophobia. Aphenphosmophobia. How do you spell it? APHENPHOSM phobia. Aphenphosmophobia. So coming into physical contact or physical touch, that is called as aphantasmophobia. Now, fear that you will fail in the exam, fear of failing in life, fear of failing in your goal, in your aims and ambitions, that kind of fear of failure is called as atychiphobia. Atychiphobia, A-T-Y-C-H-I, atychiphobia. Next is fear of microorganisms, fear of germs, fear of bacteria, fear of virus, all that is called as bacillophobia. Bacillus comes from the word bacteria. Bacillus means bacteria. So bacillo, B-A-C-I-L-L-O, that's called as bacillophobia, fear of microorganisms. Fear of depth, D-E-P-T-H, fear of very deep things, like it can be a cave, it can be a well, it can be a large hall. So that kind of fear of depth is called as bathophobia, B-A-T-H-O, bathophobia. Fear of thunder and lightning, thunderstorms, is called as brontophobia, B-R-O-N-T-O, brontophobia. Astrophobia, astrophobia. Next is fear of gaining weight, fear that you will become fat, fear of fat. Obesophobia, obesophobia, obesity means fat, so that's called as O-B-E-S-O, obesophobia. There is one more word associated with this fear, and that is pocrescophobia, P-O-C-R-E-S-C-O, pocrescophobia. Now, fear of the night, fear of the dark, night fear is called as nyctophobia, N-Y-C-T-O, nyctophobia. Fear of disease, fear that you will get sick, fear that you will become ill, illness, fear of disease is called as nosophobia, N-O-S-O, phobia. So that's it all for today. Stay tuned for more synonyms and vocabulary.